Alright, what is up everybody? It's Lids, and we are back for some more Pyre Community Rite Nite. That, of course, means some good old-fashioned multiplayer Pyre, featuring, first and foremost, members of the Rite Club Discord server. Artemis Fowl, take it away. However, that means that those of you hanging out in chat, you are not off the hook. No, you see the red circle with the white L below chat, you click on that. You'll see all the various requests that you can make, and we'll make them happen. Anything ranging from things like choosing exiles, masteries, talismans, songs, arenas, even Titan stars. We got it all. How is it going, everybody? Let's hop in to versus mode, and let's get started. So I'm going to set us to our default settings. We'll throw on a celebratory sermon intro to lead things off here. But let me hop into said Discord group, and we'll get going. Snadra, think. I'll pop into to Discord, and let me know if anybody is interested in leading us off today for our first rites. Is there anyone who would like to do the honors? Am I this down? Awesome. Okay. Let me send an invite to Amanda. I just need to open Steam Friends real quick here. No, that's normal. That's normal Steam. Here's the Steam Friend. Come on, Steam Friend. Steam Friends. Friends, you know, let me move you to the... There we go. Now we're in business. Okay. Okay. Invite sent to Amanda. Anyone who would like to hop in here to play against Amanda? Core can? Awesome. Sounds good to me. Let me send you an invite as well in that case, Core.
Hello there.
Hey Amanda, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing alright. Alright, invite sent to you, Core, as well. Let me just make sure this looks like it's doing what it should be doing as well. Let's start setting you guys up. Presumably, Amanda's going to end up being player 1 here.
Okay, that's okay. I'll be playing controller, I think. I've already got it plugged in, so that's good.
Perfect. Alright, and fate for you, Amanda?
Yes, please.
Fate it shall be. And Core, what about you? What are you feeling today? Which team would you like to be?
Pyre Hearts.
Pyre Hearts for you? Okay. And Core, I realize I've always been just spelling your name C-O-R-E. Should I... Technically, it's a 0. Should I be doing C-0-R-E?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Just figured I'd check. Okay. Great. I have you both set up now in that case. Chat, is there anything we would like to see between these two? In fact, hold on, what do we have here? We have Glorious Tradition. We have a song, at the very least, for our first rite. Let's also make sure we actually have them on the correct teams here. Oh, okay, we have a talisman request. It is both players pick both of the rings for the infinite stamina.
Nice.
Will that be all? Or is there anything else? Yeah, no worries, Artemis Fowl. I'm not sure I remember the names either, but, you know, we know what you're talking about. No worries, no worries.
Yeah.
Alright, how about we get things started with this?
Good evening, exiles.
I think that's the
You
vote.
stand upon
It is the vote.
of Oras.
Is wow.
At stake here in this rite is your salvation.
Boet ring demons, perhaps?
Closer
I don't know,
Oh.
Baylor. You might be right. You might be right.
stand ready.
I was gonna go Cur Demon probably, but on the boat, there's no way.
He's spoken into existence, perhaps.
Who shall
I didn't catch the exact timing of that statement, but maybe Baylor willed it into existence.
I can't move my controller. Is there anything you can do for me, Lids?
Let me double check. Core, just to double check, are you by any chance actually player one here? I figured
No,
it
I'm
would
not
be
able
Amanda.
to do anything.
Okay, let me check the remote plays. Remote play says Amanda should be player one, Core should be player two, the controller should be working.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
disconnect and reconnect my controller.
yeah, give that a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe also try pausing as well.
Yeah, sometimes that works.
Yeah. I can't even pause.
Strange. There we go.
Oh, there
That
we
you?
go. Nice. Yep, that's me.
Nice. Okay, so again, it is both rings. Other than that, it's up to you.
Well,
Heck yeah.
And, well, Baylor was saying maybe that means infinite stamina demons on the boat. That may be. So we talked about it before, but I mean, infinite stamina demons, it's a scary sight. They are so fast. And imposing as well. So it's Orlek first for Amanda. Or are things working on your end, or similar controller stuffs, perhaps?
No.
Is that a no, my controller is not working, or a no, I'm not experiencing the same problems that Amanda had? There we go.
Nice.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Or thinking about infinite stamina on a harp instead. I mean, we tend to see people use the infinite stamina on demons, although it's not to say that it can't work on other classes.
Oh, there. Right.
And it will be a second demon here with the other ring for Amanda. Now, we may find that perhaps this second character with the other ring will be a demon for Core. That may be the case. It was Pamela the first. So, infinite stamina on a harp, but also looks like we may see infinite stamina on Orlek here. Okay. So definitely some infinite stamina demon plays on both sides. Amanda going all in on that front. Core going 50-50 between demons and harps. Speaking of harps, that's what Amanda's thinking of here with Titan Tooth. Stun anyone that Soxiana flies into.
exile.
So Amanda's all locked in. And the last one here for Core. Now the thing to bear in mind is if you are going with the rings on those demons, they do take a long time to come back from banishment, especially Orlek, of course. That Webbed Lanthorn Imp is a great way to make up for that. So that may be, by the looks of things, what we see here from Core, although Amanda did not opt to go that route. So it is a risk. But we shall see. There's Pamela leading things off with the infinite stamina. Or showing that, yes, infinite stamina harps can work too. But bear in mind, when one of the pairs that has the ring is banished, including after plunging, the partner does not have infinite stamina for the next series. That made it tough for Core, and so Amanda scores here for 25 with Orlek, and now that means Amanda is the one who doesn't have the infinite stamina. Orlek. Nick was just running out of that infinite stamina. It's not, doesn't last forever. Oh, look at that maneuverability there. Hamatha nearly snaking her way around. Abs the orb here. Look at that. She's flying all over the place. Orlek versus Orlek. Ooh, and Kors goes down here. There's Amanda's. Oh, and that's a big jump on the boat. That's why we like the demons here. Now, Kor able to banish one of Amanda's characters here. Means plenty of time for Orlek to dunk in return. Now, Hamatha without the infinite stamina, that means. Amanda's Orlek does have that, though. Well blocked. Oh, except Kor missed on the banishment there with the imp. Hamatha coming back. Is she quick enough? Gets knocked back by Orlek's jump, and that gives Amanda time to plunge. Now it's Kor, rather, who has the infinite stamina. But it's Vids Paleth. Amanda here. Makes a big jump, gets blocked. Now it's Orlek and Messenger by themselves for the moment. Time here. Kor opts to plunge for 25 and may have even had time to throw that one. So of course this now means that Kor is without Orlek here. That means Hamatha is weaker. Messenger Imp back. Takes out Vids Paleth. Comes back. Has that portal, though it's not taking Kor very far here. Hamatha, presumably the character that Kor would rather be making moves with offensively.
What happened there?
And Lanthorn doing some strange things here for Kor. Not immediately bringing people back, it doesn't seem. Not entirely sure what the idea behind that is, but nonetheless, able to plunge here with Hamatha for 20. And that means we're tied here at 60 apiece. Though Kor at a disadvantage with Hamatha permanently banished after plunging and Orlek waiting his long respawn time, unless Kor can bring him back with Messenger Imp's Web Lanthorn. Speaking of which, here's Messenger Imp making a move. Nearly makes it in. Titan Tooth will stun him, giving Amanda some time. Orlek coming back, perhaps just in time. Oh no, Zaxiana makes it in for 20. That is key for Amanda. Of all the people to plunge with, in some ways that is the preferred character because still has both of the infinite stamina ring demons. Makes it in with Orlek. Amanda building some momentum here, and one more plunge could be all she needs. Kor certainly still within striking range. Titan Tooth will stun him though. There's Titan Tooth again. And that means Kor unable to defend. Amanda sneaks in for the winning plunge.
GG.
Well played.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Alright, let's head on back and chat. In the meantime, let us know if there's anything you want to see for the next fight. Oh, look at this. Okay. That is a TariqBot request.
I don't know that song.
I think that's a Pyre one, is it not?
It might be. Does it have to do with
Or
the
Sebastian.
entire full Fred thing?
It is full for it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Let's me summon TariqBot here. Oh, TariqBot! TariqBot, we, I believe, do have a song request for you. Double check. The name of it is Certain Plan. Okay, gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay. Yeah, I know that thing.
I mean, yes, this definitely does come up with Volfred a lot, but it comes up in other circumstances as well, doesn't it? Is this the one that you have
Yeah,
when you're flying in the Black Wagon?
I don't know.
Because I feel like I associate it with that more so than I associate it with Volfred.
No, I think this comes up when he's discussing like the plan and things like that.
Yeah. It has such James Bond vibes, by the way.
It kind of does. Okay, so anything else that we would like to see for this next one here? For flying, it plays the black wagon? Okay. Also, a bit of a short one, it seems.
Yeah.
Oh, they are
Good.
similar sounding? Maybe I just need to hear them back to back in that case. Alright, seems like this might be it in terms of what
Yeah.
people want to see for this one.
Nice. I have a plan.
Okay, let's see it then. Okay, so the
Ooh.
Nest of Trieste this time. Amanda
I
says
no
she has a
longer have
plan.
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Perhaps, Honor. Perhaps. Oh, look at this. Interesting mastery decision there, as well as Talisman. With Amanda's first character there. Does send perhaps a clear sign as to what that plan might entail. A strong indication, at the very least. Or going the worm route here. A banishing worm at that, and we have seen Core use that to great effect in the past. A class that many people have said they're not big fans of defensively, but Core has made it work when others cannot. Okay, and I will admit, this is different already than what I was expecting to see from the remainder of Amanda's team.
Said deluge.
Now Core going with the Crone as well. In this case, going left side though. So rather than the Crone Salute taking Stubborn Flame, so whenever Amanda is in the lead, she will deal 10 less damage. Oh, okay. Some automatic damage here. The Talisman that Amanda puts on Gilman. One that you tend not to see very often. And last spot for Core. Looking like Pamitha, and yeah, we see primarily left side Harp there, which means very fast. I think that's what we saw perhaps Core using last time, because Pamitha was very able to maneuver around defenders, more so than you tend to see with the Harps. And my guess is that was coming from the increased quickness. Was thinking about the quick throwing Talisman, but instead opts for Prayer Beads. And here we go. Okay, first banishment there, using those worms, like we said, from Core. Opts to plunge for 15 here. No Prayer Beads, of course, on Gilman, or put it on Pamitha. Speaking of Pamitha, she makes it in with those Prayer Beads for a 20 damage plunge. And there is Amanda's Crone Salute, turning all of Core's players into defenseless Howlers, although Pamitha comes back here.
Wait. What happened? Okay.
So Core able to rebound, cover from what is oftentimes a very difficult situation. Can be more or less an automatic score. But at least as of right now, Core holding down the fort, able to defend. Gilman gets rid of it. He's the first one back here, but he's not back quickly enough. So, although it took a little longer than you might have expected, Amanda still successful, even after using the salute. Getting the score there. Maybe not the way we expected to see it happen, but it happened nonetheless. Deluge passes it over as he goes down to Gilman. He snakes around and makes it in. For 5 damage, that is the Stubborn Flame that we saw Core take on Bertrude kicking in there. Gilman nearly sidestepping the cast there, but not quite. Amanda biding some time, perhaps waiting for Milda to return. She is back now, and yes, that is where Amanda sends the orb. That was stunning claim as well, I think, for a minute there. With Milda able to make it in for a 28 damage plunge this time. That is even with the minus 10 damage. So Amanda loaded up on the damage with Milda. Understandable to see why she wanted to score with her. Fierce Core, thrown it in for 12. Of course, almost any score here for Amanda would be enough, but Core whittling away at Amanda's Pyre. Has the speed to make that happen with characters like this. Gilman here with those throws. Oh, look at that. Core banishes 2 defenders there. Oh, but the throw is just a little bit short. Did the hard part. Here's Udmilda. She's very dangerous. She goes down. Ametha has that speed. Plunging for 20, and remember, like we said, Core put the prayer beads on her, so she will come back. So Core, now within striking distance, unblockable throw. Oh, and it's so close, but falls inches short. Second time round, makes it in for 15, and suddenly, it is a 1-score game for either player. Gilman for Core, the throw. Oh, it's 1 damage short. Amanda hanging on by a thread. Core says 1-score game. Lids, I'll show you. Bertrude, also unblockable throw. Does that have enough on it? It does not. Amanda recovering here with Gilman. Makes it in. But it's short there as well. Core hanging on with 4 HP. Surely 1 score here from either player would do the trick. Space Dev, thanks for the follow. Hope you enjoyed the stream.
Okay.
Amanda defenseless here, and Core throws it in for the win.
Good game.
GG. Well played.
I completely messed up my salute there
Yeah, I saw.
with the crone.
I mean, you did ultimately end up scoring in that series, I think. Right?
Yeah, but I did the howler thing, but I forgot that Core's prayer beads harp was going to come back. So I did it right at the start of the right, and then the prayer beads kicked in.
Ah, because there's a little delay for prayer beads. I see.
Exactly.
And that's how Panther came back to defend. Gotcha.
That was nice, though.
That was a great
good
one.
game.
I think I like right side Nest of Triesta much better than left side.
Huh. Really? It is a little bit
Yeah, I
different.
can see that. I can see that. Definitely. You're a bit safer.
Yeah, because the angle of like the mid place is like from top left to bottom right, so it's better
Yeah.
right side, I feel.
Yeah. I can see that. I personally don't really have a preference, but I can definitely understand that.
All right. Well, chat, let us know what else you would like to see for our next Rite. And you gotta love when the song ends. Perfect timing there. Rumi, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. Many times, in fact, the only Pyre stream out there. But hey, we have fun with it. Yeah, we gotta get in touch with Supergiant, right?
Absolutely. Ooh.
Oh, SSC with the request. Ah ha ha. How's it going, SSC?
I believe you, Failure.
Yeah, just secretly raking in the cash.
Oh, heck yeah.
So SSC is choosing exiles here. One nomad,
Demon Cur.
one demon, one cur.
That's the original trio, right? Yeah.
Could be. It could be. Maybe that's the idea. Anything else, chat, or will that be it? I know we're choosing the song, okay.
Could you make me Night Wings for this game?
Okay. Now, why ever could that be? I wonder. I wonder. Okay, there we go. So we have Surviving Exile. That is also a Tariq bot request in that case. Hold on, in that case, let me shut the in-game music off and go back here. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I forgot that. There we go. Okay. Great. And this is basically the theme of the original trio, so that makes a lot of sense. Well done. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Well done. Now, remains to be seen as to whether our players will actually choose to go with the actual original trio or go with a different demon, cur, or nomad. But, like we were saying, core switching over from the Firehearts to the Nightwings, I mean, I have to imagine maybe that was the intention there, but who knows? Maybe it's all just an elaborate ruse.
Why would you pick Joe Dario when Oralek exists?
That is true. You do have Oralek. He is different from the other demons.
Because Joe Dario was a better person.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Joe
That
Dario
maybe?
doesn't new into the Pyre. Not
It's also
interesting.
perhaps true. Anyways, let's get going for this one. It's been a long time since we did this one. I don't know when the last time we did this song was.
The fate versus
Oh no!
And it's in the book as well. Alright, well, the choice is yours between nomads, curs, and demons. Amanda is, of course, representing the Fate, so at least from a cur standpoint, it does make some sense to go with Delbert. Usually one of, if not her most often used exile, so also makes sense in that case. What? What?
No!
Surely not. Nora's like, what? No way. I did not request that song just for you to not take the original trio. Also interesting to see both players lean off the curves. Does make sense. Tend to be the more offensively oriented of this group. Checking the scouting report real quick. It's a ring on Delbert, which we did, of course, see these two using at chat's request in a previous right. Oh, and look at that. Ruki with the Titan Tooth. Strong counter to Dalbert, because whenever Ruki jumps into someone, that person will get stunned, and Dalbert, with his triple hop and cur action, definitely would like to do that. And then, okay, so for the Nomad here, at the moment at least, it's looking like Snadra. Typhoon Bottle. So when everyone is banished, on Amanda's side, Core will be unable to sprint, jump, throw, or use any other special abilities. That means no critical strike here, or at least no Gold's Bracer to make those power casts nearly as powerful. Okay, and it does at least appear, as of this moment, that Core is in fact going with the original trio. So Karuki first. Looking like it'll be Jody next. Thinking about the quick throws with her. No Celestial Spike, mind you. Meaning that throw is not able to banish, which is oftentimes that dangerous combo, the quote-unquote meta demon setup that we see people like to take. I may have proceeded to just talk Core out of it. Sometimes I like to refrain from commenting on people's talisman choices until they've actually locked them in. That's why.
It's hard. I never know what to choose on a demon that isn't Orlek. Usually I just go Ash and Coal. Yeah.
I mean, it's not to say the
Everything
quick
works
throwing
great.
talisman is bad. Certainly still good for
Yeah.
scoring.
Yeah, everything's good.
Speaking of Orlek, Amanda was talking about how, well, why would you take a normal demon when you can take an archdemon of sorts in Orlek? Valid question, Anor. To be fair, we did not clarify. We did not ask the follow-up question that we probably should have asked SSC as to whether Orlek was actually allowed at all. But SSC does say yes. Okay, good. It's too late to go back now, so thankfully SSC does confirm we can.
My bad. I heard demon and I immediately thought Orlek. Ooh. Yeah, Nomad is also a class that I just don't know what to put on. I feel like Typhoon Bottle just always works.
Yeah, Typhoon Bottle's always a safe choice, right?
Yeah.
So we saw Core take Headwind.
Oh, wow.
So he finishes the trio here and finishes the plunge here with Rookie to get things started. I don't think we saw either player take any prayer beads. So it does mean that plunging certainly comes with its downsides here. That's what we see with Core on this occasion. No Rookie. Intercepts the throw, though. Here comes Jody. She nearly makes it in, but she gets blocked. Looking to get rid of some defenders. Does get rid of Snadra. But then Orlek gets rid of her. And then Delbert rushes in for the 20 damage plunge. No worries, Arumi. Catch you later. Rookie going for a second round here, but he has Titan Tooth. That stuns Amanda, giving Core an opportunity here. Oh, and tries to charge up the throw, but his momentum takes him into the defender. And now it's Amanda countering with a 25 damage plunge with Orlek.
My game froze? Is it also frozen for you?
No.
Not okay. Let's just wait a second here. Is it better for you, Amanda, or sometimes that's an indication that I just heard the disconnection sound. I was gonna say sometimes that means you're about to drop. So let me reset.
Orlek just was flying above the pyre.
Oh, he just sprouted wings and flew off into the combo.
No, he was just in his plunging pose, but he refused to fall.
Huh. All right, let us know when you're back, and I'll give you guys a countdown. All right, I'll go 3, 2, 1, go, and on go, I'll click resume. 3, 2, 1, go. It's Rookie to the orb first here. He gets shoulder smash, I believe, is what we saw Amanda take on Snadra, rather than critical strike. And now it's Dalbert with the 20 damage plunge here. Again, no prayer beads for him. That means Amanda down one character, but it doesn't matter in this series. Still able to plunge here with Orlek. Rookie, he's quick. He gets banished on top of the Pyre, seemingly?
Yeah,
just for style, gets his portrait right on top of the Pyre where he plunges. Looking good, Rookie, looking good. Dalbert can't snake his way around the defenders that time.
You guys realize that I came back, right? Because he was banished, I guess I came back.
Huh?
Wait, what?
I have Rookie right now.
Oh yeah, wait, what?
Oh,
you're
wow.
right.
Wow.
He did not have prayer beads, so he shouldn't have shown up in that series after he plunged. So he must have technically gotten banished and then come back for that series. That's the only way he could have showed up.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy. Good observation, Core.
That was
Yeah.
intended, by the way.
Yeah, I believe you. You're just that good.
Albert, outruns Headwind into the Pyre here for a 20 damage plunge. Now that means Orlek has enough damage to finish things for Amanda. Anyone else would not. Now Orlek down. Sadra down. That does trigger Typhoon Bottle, meaning that Core unable to sprint, jump, or throw, although may not need to here if he's willing to plunge with Jody, which he is. They can take the 30 damage here.
Well, damage.
Kirby, back at it. Will he get banished on the Pyre this time? You know what it must have been? It must have been a shoulder smash. While you were like
No, because I
about
was controlling
to be...
Rookie.
Yeah, but wasn't it? It must have been Ruki got shoulder smashed as he was about to plunge into the Pyre.
I was controlling Dobber.
Huh. I don't know what it was then.
Good game.
Either way, Amanda plunges for the winning score here with Orlek to finish it.
Themselves surely have taken note. The rite is done.
Iroder says, Orb caught at the same time as score. Score goes through. The other two... What?
Well, did I start with the
The
orb
other
there?
two starts with the orb?
I don't think the orb was thrown though. It was a plunge.
I don't know. That's one that I think we're gonna have to go back to and take a closer look and see what exactly did end up happening, because that was pretty crazy.
That was wild.
Don't know how it happened exactly. Alright. Well, chat, let us know if there's anything you want for this next one
Oh,
here.
right.
Plains that sleep below.
So does that mean that it had to be, like, the exact frame in which Amanda was doing one thing, Core was also doing the other thing, like they were perfectly synchronized? Alright, Core says Knights of the Sea. Oh, speaking of which, Core, would you like me to switch you back to Nightwings? Or rather, from Nightwings to Pyre Hearts?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was an interesting interaction. Almost as interesting as the bottled void jumping savage situation.
Anything else we'd like for this one here, chat? Well, Anor requests the boat. Soul Pyre Hearts theme here for this rite. And, you know, you were talking about the bottled void?
Oh, no,
Well.
Nor, why? Why are you doing this? to me? Come
Anor
on.
requests it.
Oh, Nor.
Have we seen it on the boat? I'm not sure we've
Yeah, we
seen it on
have.
the boat. Have we?
I think so.
I feel like for some reason I remember it on the Glade of Lou. We
Mhm.
must have done it somewhere else as well, but I think maybe the first time at least it was on the Glade of Lou. But
Maybe.
I'm just imagining on the boat, the craziness of the boat combined with the craziness of this bottled void setup could be just too much chaos for us to handle. It'll be fun. Probably.
Can someone just mod that you can use 3 of the same item?
Give everyone bottled void.
Give everyone, give everyone Ashen Coal.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm sure Bottled Void is the first talisman people think of when you talk about suddenly giving people the ability to use 3 of the same talisman. Forget prayer beads, forget webbed lanthorn.
Oh
Who
god.
needs that stuff? Star Splinter.
with prayer beads with 2 webbed lanthorn imps.
Alright, well, it looks like that's gonna be it for this one, so why don't we get started?
The fate shall take on the Pyre Hearts.
So somebody here has Bottled Void.
The right.
However you want to make that work, that's up to you. But of course, we have seen Core in particular use this talisman for some very interesting applications.
Maybe not on manly.
Oh, we were talking about prayer beads Orlek. That's what Amanda is thinking about going with first here. Then I'm thinking... Okay, no, this is prayer beads on the stowaway. But we have oftentimes seen Core use Savages with the Bottled Void. So I was half expecting to see it there. But it's Tamitha, Titan Tooth. So some anti-jumping, stunning people that Tamitha flies into. Could be Amanda's way of countering the stowaway. And the stowaway, of course, more of an offensively oriented character. So Core maybe looking to balance things out a bit here, going with a more defensive Snadra. And taking Typhoon Bottle, or... not. Okay, so now Bottled Void's the only thing left here. So Amanda needs to take it on this next character. Was thinking about putting it on Manly earlier, then said, maybe not. Although that's, at least as of right now, who we see her opting to use with it. Does go all the way down on the left side there for Numbing Gust. That will be functionally the same as the Typhoon Ball that we saw Core take on Snadra. Okay, no, instead we see this time Core is going with, Messenger Imp. And I believe Snadra must have the ability that allows people to step on people's portraits to bring them back. Yes, does have that ability. And so I think that's what we're going to see Core using to set up the Bottled Void, but it's Amanda striking first here. Here's a stowaway. Looking to jump in, but remember, Amanda did take the Titan Tooth, I believe, on, it might have been Tamitha, perhaps as a way to slow down the stowaway. Stowaway versus Tamitha here, although perhaps roles reverse. Stowaway on the defensive. Trying to chase down Manly, who proved surprisingly elusive. Snadra. To the stowaway, and I think the stowaway definitely will be Core's preferred scorer here. Speaking of which, she plunges here for 20. She had prayer beads, so yes, this is definitely going to be more of a plunging stowaway rather than a throwing stowaway. She's back now. Snadra gets rid of it. Gets rid of Orlek. Then goes down. Ooh, and Tamitha's quick here. She makes it in for a 20 damage plunge. Snadra, she goes down. Stowaway versus Orlek. Orlek biding some time here, but goes down. Messenger Imp explodes on everybody. Or stunned or slowed down by that Numbing Gust. Thinking about going through that portal, but opts to wait a little bit. Oh, but remember, had the prayer beads, so could have tried to make a move for it, although we actually saw that was the Bottled Void, sucking in the stowaway and banishing her in the process when Manly came back from banishment. Core finding himself in a similar situation here. But this time it's not Manly who's about to come back, and so might have been able to make a move there. Stowaway plunges here for 20. Snadra gets rid of it.
What?
Orlek goes flying across the arena. The orb is elsewhere. Amanda passes it over to him, but only as he's getting banished. No way. Messenger Imp, who has room here, takes it all the way to the Pyre. Snadra and Orlek collide, and Orlek emerges. Right now, just the stowaway to defend, and that's not enough to stop Orlek. Snadra. Do the stowaway back to Snadra. She goes down. Manly. Ametha. He pushes back the stowaway and makes it in for 20 damage plunge here, putting Core on his back foot. One more score could do the trick for Amanda. But not this time. Sandra, flying all over the place, but most importantly, brings back the stowaway. Actually, shoulder smashes Manly there. Yes, it can happen. Okay, now Snadra plunges. She does not have prayer beads. The stowaway did. So Snadra is not coming back here. That means Core down one player. Stowaway. Oh, can't quite avoid Tamitha there. So now it's only Messenger Imp to defend. So of course that is Messenger Imp's specialty. No problems there for Core. Starts moving in with both players here. Stowaway, who goes down. So Core needs to be careful here. Does not trigger any respawning there because of course has the Bottled Void, not the Web Lanthorn on that Messenger Imp. So the Bottled Void actually removed the orb for a second there from Tamitha, slowing her down. But Amanda, with plenty of time here, does a little spin for show, and then makes it in for the win one.
That was weird. That entire Rite was weird.
Yeah.
The Rite is ended.
I've never seen someone shoulder smash a sap before.
There you have it. It is possible. It is possible.
Until the next Rite.
I feel like Honor probably knows all the intricacies with shoulder smashing saps.
All
There
right.
was one moment that I slid as I was casting my aura as Sandra, and I killed Orlek because of that.
Interesting.
Well, chat, let us know if there's anything you want to see for this next one. And if not, then of course we'll just have these two take whatever they want to take. That works too.
Also, I'm good to go for the entire night, but if someone wants to hop in, I'll gladly swap out.
All right. So heads up, chat. If anyone is looking to get in, Amanda has volunteered to swap out. We do have a request here. It's coming from Core. Core says the hockey puck one, otherwise known as the Cairn. Anything else, or will that be all?
This was the one we had the original interaction with Bottled Void.
It was? Yes. Or
Yeah.
at least last time we had a crazy one with it, didn't we?
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
that last
that was
week?
me with that was with Gareth,
Yes.
who was just jumping all the way through the air. Then he got Bottled Void mid jump, kept flying but lost the orb.
Yeah, so he was going to jump and score, but the Bottled
yeah.
Void removed the orb, like you said, mid-jump, and so instead of plunging, he just kept on flying straight over it, and the orb went in an entirely different direction. We were like, what? What just happened?
I don't remember who it was with. Was it with you, Core?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
This very matchup. Could we perhaps see history repeat itself here? Who knows? Who knows? Alright, SSC
I'd rather
has said he is theoretically available. Why don't we do this one here to wrap up this this matchup between Amanda and Core, and then we'll
Yeah.
get SSC in.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I can
sounds
swap
good.
out as well too.
Okay, so heads up chat, Core is also saying he can swap out, so if there's another person, in addition to SSC, hanging out in chat and wants to get in, then we can get you in as well. But, let's wrap things up between these two at the Hockey Puck Arena. It's like, yeah, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't the boat.
Fair.
The fate shall now face the Pyre hearts. Welcome.
So you're free to take whichever exiles, talismans, and masteries you'd like here. Ooh, look at this. Amanda
Thor would be proud.
I
unveiling
have been studying.
unveiling the nutrition stick sap here. Says Amanda would be proud and that she's been studying, but let it be known, I mean, that's manly, not Volfred with that nutrition stick. Is that allowed?
I mean, shout out to Honor, but I'm not using full Fred. Why
I don't
use the
know.
blatantly inferior sap?
Oh, I don't know. Sounds like fighting words to me. Nor gasp.
Do I want this? Yeah, I do.
Dalbert.
And then Amanda, going back to what are usually her go-to strats, namely going with the leeching Delbert plays. Oh, don't forget that talisman on Zadra. Typhoon bottle for her. Honor is... I don't know if she's accepting of it or just, I don't know. Honor will remember that. Exactly. Exactly. Honor will remember that. And then last one is Bertrude on the left side there for Thor, meaning that will include Stubborn Flame. So if Amanda takes the lead, then she will get 10 less damage. And I believe this is also our first Thrash pack of the night. How we went this long without one, I don't know. Dalbert, first one to score here, plunging for 20. Of course, the leech, not relevant right now. Stowaway, throw intercepted. Oh, and there is the manly nutrition stick
go.
plunge. That did get only 15 rather than the full 25 damage, because that was that Stubborn Flame already kicking in here. Albert hops over, but then gets shoulder smashed. And the Stowaway, plunging for 20 here. No prayer beats for her, so she's out for this series. Big cast there from Bertrude just misses what might have been a triple banishment. But it's Dalbert, plunging for, this time, just 10. And Amanda doing a good job placing those saplings on top of the orb as quickly as possible. Slowing down Core and making it very difficult to start off with the orb. Mark her down here, though. Occupuck's moving the saplings around a little bit, complicating matters just a smidge for Core, although everyone down. That means plenty of time for an unblockable 30 damage crone throw. Hanley goes down. Stowaway also goes down. Snadra gets rid of one defender. There is that Bottled Void. And Snadra thrown in quickly for just 5 damage here. So the idea with this setup for Core is that the Stowaway has Bottled Void. So if she gets banished, then Core can bring her back by stepping on her portrait, and then the Bottled Void will trigger, and perhaps catch Amanda unawares and banish one of her exiles. Kind of like that. That time that was just the old-fashioned respawning. It worked nonetheless. Dalbert has the speed and does have that leech, remember. Is at this point now relevant. Bertrude hops over. Ooh, but can't avoid Manly. Just Manly here, though. He goes down from Snadra. Snadra has the orb here, but now suddenly very lonely out here. Oh, look at that snipe. Stowaway throw gets cut a little bit short there, but does still make it in for 8. Stowaway gets rid of Manly. Snadra gives it back to the Stowaway, but she goes down. Now, if Core can bring her back, which he nearly did, that could have been a nasty banishment there, using those Ball of Void shenanigans, and they worked there.
It happened again. I was jumping, and the bottle void pulled my orb away.
I
Oh
did?
no.
Bertrude, throw is unblockable, but it looks like Bertrude got bumped a little bit, knocking her away and making that throw off target. Oh, and Bertrude can't quite nab that orb away from Manly. Has it here. Moves it up to Parker. He's quick, and he makes it in. But he is not the Cur that has Leech, I don't think. Unless
Yeah,
Amanda
he
took it
is.
on... Did you take the Leech on both of them?
Leeching Flame, yeah.
Okay. Should have known.
So that's 50% of 10, so that's 5.
Yeah, it's the same weight. It's, and Leech either way. Or, well, actually, the reduced damage, it's only 5, yeah.
Yeah, because of, what's it called? Stubborn Flame?
Stubborn
From
Flame,
the
yeah.
Crone? Yeah.
Speaking of Bertrude, the scores for 30 here on that throw. Double banishment there from the Stowaway. She gets blocked this time, though. Dalmer. Parker gets shoulder smash. Back to Bertrude. She's blocked. Except, oh, there's the Bomb of Void from the Stowaway triggering. Banishing a defender, and now the Stowaway able to make it in for 20 damage plunge here. Now she has Bomb of Void, of course, means no pair beats here, so that means Core down 1 character at the moment. At the moment, just Snadra back to defend, but that is her specialty. So if there was someone in this position, then this would be the character that Core would choose. Bertrude, back now. More offensively oriented than Snadra, so likely the one that Core plans to be on the offensive with. Such as now, oh, just misses the target. That throw is unblockable, though. It makes it in, and it triggers 50 rekindling. The second life bar for Amanda is quite large, and technically speaking, does mean Amanda still in the lead here. Bertrude charges up the throw. Does that have enough range on it? Oh, not quite. Parker
Nope.
nearly makes it in.
Okay.
Yes, does. Stubborn Flame active, though. So that means only 10 damage, only 5 leech. Core able to banish everyone. Time for a throw. Oh no, look at that! The throw, inches short. Core feels as though may not have time to charge up a second throw, so just plunges there for Stowaway. Which is key, because that means now down 1 player here. But look at that, banishes everyone with Bertrude. Now, plenty of time for this throw. That's on target for 30 damage, and that means Amanda down to just 5 Pyre life. And that means, I believe we are at, once again, a 1-score game here. Barring a very quick throw from Amanda, any 1 score should do it. Oh, and that looked like that was going to be it right there. Just Snadra here. Oh, she looks to bring back the Stowaway, but in doing so, opens up
Good game.
the opportunity for Dalmer.
That was exciting.
I can't believe I didn't get that Crone in, bro.
Yeah, wow. GG, that was a lot of fun.
GG. Well played, you two.
Until the stars align.
Alright, so I know SSC was saying that he is available and interested in swapping in here. Is there anyone else in chat who would like to get in on the action now? Or should we just get SSC in here? Either way, in the meantime, I'll switch us back over to our defaults here. And Nor also turning on Titan Star says, let there be chaos. Or no customize.
Okay, fair.
Okay.
You should really make another channel point for no.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's common enough at this point, it seems, that maybe it is worth Just making one separately for turning off customize.
Yeah, for like 300 or something.
Yeah, basically it's like the equivalent of a talisman plus mastery plus exiles, so 300 makes sense. Okay, so if we are looking to get in SSC, I assume SSC you're still interested and available, right?
I haven't seen
then-
him in chat.
Yep, you are? Okay, awesome. So, that
Okay.
means we'll be looking to swap one of you two out.
Yeah, Core, do you want to swap out, keep playing? What do you... I'm fine with anything.
I'm fine as well. So maybe SSC can determine his opponent.
Yeah, exactly. SSC, who do you want to play?
SSC, have you played Core SSC? I think Amanda and SSC have played before, right?
I
Yeah,
think
I
I
think
played,
so.
I think,
Have you both played it?
SSC once.
Oh, cool.
Darn it, there goes the potential tiebreaker. So much for that plan.
Okay, I have an idea.
SSC says not sure.
I have an idea. We
Coin
will
flip?
we will pause Nor's Titan Stars, and we do a quick no customized match to see who stays in. Winner stays in to face SSC.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Just a one score thing. Exactly. Yeah. I forgot that you could do that, but that's a really good idea.
So, whoever wins this match will play SSC. Whoever loses will swap out so that we can get SSC in here. And Nora, don't worry, we'll still turn your customize off for the next actual full right. This is just
of
for
course.
the memes and for the tiebreaker. So, well, and let's not even. I'd say, don't even worry about taking the time to figure out what your team is. Or
No,
anything.
just go for
get
it.
the
Yeah,
orb.
yeah.
Just get the orb and score. Don't hesitate.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, I did redeem 500 channel points, but it didn't show up.
Oh, that's strange.
At least for me in chat, it doesn't.
That's odd. Was it just for this, basically?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries then. We gotcha. Alright, let's do it. Customize is turned off. That means that they can have any possible exiles, masteries, talismans. They aren't going to even see the selection screen.
Do I hear water? Okay.
It's Fall Solium, which is the largest arena. We're going to go straight into
no.
things here.
You got Enduring Flame.
Look at that. Look at that. Amanda with more than 10 Pyre life, so much for that.
I got a worm though.
Or did
Hopefully
get
I
one of his
rekindling.
preferred worms.
Hopefully I got Rekindling.
Oh
Oh,
no,
Black
it's Black
Hoof
Hoof.
there on Iggy, so he cannot pick up the orb.
What is this?
So, of course, neither player knows what they have, other than just the obvious, they can see what exile it is. But they don't know which skills, they don't know which talismans. That throw there would have normally been enough to take it, but as we were saying, Amanda did get the surprising extra Pyre life, and for all we know, someone may also have Rekindling. There is a talisman that gives that.
Oh, I could have thrown that in.
Milda versus Saxiana. Saxiana now against Palmus. He goes down.
Nice shield.
Milda. Back to Lady River. She's blocked. Still in it here. Remember, Iggy cannot pick up the orb. He has one of the cursed talismans that prevents him from doing that. That's the Black Hoof. Almost back to defend. It's actually Milda who rushes down Saxiana. Oh, a big cast there. She goes in
Okay, good
for the
job.
winning plunge.
Alright.
GG.
Okay.
Wait,
Good game.
Wait, Liz, who could not pick up the orb?
Iggy.
Narius.
The
Oh,
ceremony
okay.
is complete.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
You got the extra Pyre life, but you couldn't pick up the orb with one of your characters. It was a weird one. But you know, that's what happens when you turn customize off. Sometimes
Until
the craziness
stars
ensues.
align.
Thanks for the games. That was fun.
Thanks
See
for
ya.
stopping by.
Heck again.
Alright, so that means that Core will be staying in here. We'll swap out Amanda for SSC. So let me send you an invite here, SSC.
Okay, is my mic working?
Yep. Hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good. Yeah, I finally have my internet back after how many months.
Well, glad to have you back. Glad to have
Yeah,
you back.
thank you.
All right. Invite sent. Let me start setting you up here as well. SSC, would you like to be Chastity today? What do you think?
I think I'm still doing accusers.
Accusers? Okay. All right, got you set up here, and now here as well. Or says 1 moment, gotta go AFK. No worries. Chat, in the meantime, let us know if there's anything you want to see between these two. I was under the impression that they had not played each other, but Core seems to think that they have. So, I don't know. Perhaps somewhere deep in the history of Rite Nites, we could go back and double check. But, of course, it has been a while since we last saw SSE, so, you know, you could certainly make the case, perhaps worth giving him a chance to warm up a bit here, but you could, then again, opt to instead throw a bunch of craziness at him, like turning Customize off. Well, then again, I suppose we will have Customize off for this one, given Anora's request. So that means Talismans, Masteries, Exiles, all that stuff is pretty much locked in here. Could go Song, could still go Arena, those things still on the table. Yeah, I got the Pyre health, no worries. That's important.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, Core has returned. Is there anything else we would like to see, or is it just going to be turning Customize off? I mean, that already is quite the introduction, or reintroduction for SSE. Hey, welcome back! Oh, by the way, now you don't know any of the characters that you have. Good luck. Not seeing anything else from chat, though, so why don't we just leave it at that? And once again, means we're just gonna go straight into things, and we'll try to figure out what their characters have. Let's do it.
The accusers.
Okay, it's the Glade of Blue.
The Pyre.
And in terms of characters, it's Zoxiana, it's Deluge, and it's Messenger Imp for SSE. Oh, hold on a second. I suspect. I think Remote Play needs to let SSE... Huh? Remote Play does suggest SSE should be able to control stuff. Can you move your cursor around at all on the pause menu, SSE?
Oh, I can with my mouse, not with my controller.
That's strange. Want to try unplugging, replugging your controller real quick? Of course, as he's already noticed, it's a black hoop Tizo or Messerin.
Okay, almost.
Seems like you're making improvements here. I can see the controller base. Yeah, prompts there. Okay, you're back.
Okay.
Perfect. All right.
Right.
So I'll give you guys a countdown. I'll go 3, 2, 1, resume, and on resume, I'll hit this button.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, resume. So here we go. We have Mooncrest on. It was Deluge there, I think, means quick respawns for SSC's Imp.
The Pyre has been scathed.
And plunges here for 25. That also means has a 25 damage mastery. Which is what? All the way on the left side, which means probably not much in the way of portals for SSC's Imp. No prayer beads. Wait, no. Mooncrest? Yeah, Mooncrest on the worm.
Has gone in.
And that Tizo cannot pick up the orb. So that, especially in the first spot, that is particularly tough for Core.
So I'm all left side, or at least 3 left side. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it does have Stubborn Flame on Bertrude there, as we just saw.
Another banishment.
That'll reduce SSE's damage by 10 whenever SSE is in the lead. That's a strong mastery. And we do see C's chance, that is that little glowing aura we see around Deluge on SSE's side, means that he's banished anyone recently with Deluge, then he will deal 10 extra damage. Esther in. Goes down here. Wolfred down. Gertrude, was that a Luminous Idol we saw there?
Yeah, it's the Luminous Idol.
So she'll get infinite, or full stamina when she picks up the orb.
Best not let this go to your heads, Pyre hearts.
SSE takes her out. Oh, and then classic SSE strats, the quickly throw the orb, banish them, scoop it back up.
Yeah, it doesn't really serve any purpose without the idol. I think that's
That's
a muscle
true.
memory.
Oh, and Black Claw for SSE on Messenger Imp. That is tough. That means no casting on an imp.
I can't do anything with this.
Core with no choice but to score with Volfred. Gertrude, now that she's back, although it's SSE here. A 5 damage plunge, that is painful. That Stubborn Flame kicking in for those low damage characters. Zaxiana, she goes down. Messenger Imp, down as well. The recital here for Gertrude, but she goes down. Can't take advantage of it. Zaxiana, he's blocked. It's banished.
Why, that was all of them.
Gertrude, time here. Set up the throw.
The devious maneuver.
That goes in for 22 damage here.
Shall the Pyre hearts now further their advantage?
And that means, depending on who it is, we might see Thor able to finish this one with one more score.
Bit of a blunder.
Gertrude likely able to do it, same with Volfred. Here's SSE plunging for 20. And that means now SSE potentially
Ceremony.
within winning score range here, although do we know the masteries on Volfred? Well, it may not matter, because Gertrude plunges for the win.
Pyre hearts prevail. A narrow victory, yet nonetheless commendable. The rite is complete.
GG. Alright, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And chat, let us know what you'd like to see for the next one. I will assume that customize will be turned back on, but let us know if you're thinking something else. Of course, in the absence of a specific request, we'll just have them take whatever they'd like to take, which, after having Customize turned off for the previous rite, perhaps is, would be a welcome sight for them. Oh, however, a few requests here. A brand ceremony. And then core requests for masteries all left side, regardless of who you take. That's an interesting one. Definitely some classes that tend to work better on the left side than others. May not necessarily be classes that you would typically prefer, but that may affect which classes they opt to take in this case. Might not necessarily be going for what is usually your preferred setup, your preferred, at least, classes. SSE comes back and then immediately gets all of the crazy requests. Yeah, we're not exactly making life easy on him. But I mean, we're talking about our Golthanian Cup silver medalist, so then again, if anyone can handle it, it's probably him. Throw him into the fire, I say. Well, we shall see.
So it's just all left side?
It's all left side masteries, yeah, regardless of which characters you take.
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
So that certainly could work with nomads. We see people like to take left side there, although tend not to go all the way down on left side with them. That would be Leech. Demons also tend to see a lot on the left side, but that means taking Brazen Manor, which is, although Mimi, not necessarily the best. But 3 out of 4 of the preferred masteries is perhaps as good as it gets. You see Core going all left side on a worm.
Sir Gilman.
An explodey worm at that. All left side on a crone could also work. Stubborn Flame, we were talking about it a little while ago. It is certainly a strong mastery. And then crone throws are of course unblockable, so making those quick thrown crows with the Star Splinter would be an effective strategy. No SSE going the more defensive route here with the Torn Knot. And looks like Core thinking the same thing here. Also crones. So in this case, going with the Legendary Talisman to cast through those imps. Then Harp, all left side, I personally am a fan of. We tend not to see people use the Harp Salute very often. Although with the right setup can work, and does help in particular. Giving some mobility to some slower, higher damage classes that might otherwise be somewhat challenged to make it into the Pyre, and of course, SSE, a demon with Brazen Manor, so that is eventually a very nice combo there. That Core going the defensive route here with Snadra. Gold Racer as well for the big power cast, so here we go. SSE sets up the Brazen Manor, but then gets everyone banished here. That means plenty of time for Core to charge up this throw.
The scribes.
Orlek versus the Worms. Orlek wins out here
Demon Oralek.
and plunges for 25.
Devastating blow. 'Tis too close.
He has Prayer Beats, so he's back. Well, not for long this time.
The orb is
Ametha banishes the defender, flies over the cast of the other defender, runs out of stamina here though, still has the orb.
glancing blow.
So time for a quick 11 damage throw.
The accuser shall prevail at this rate.
Gilman goes down. So Orlek here.
The fire of resolve.
He keeps at it, but that Stubborn Flame kicks in, reducing his damage. There is that Harp Salute. SSE with the defensive play there. Orlek down. Bertrude directly on top of Udmilda. She gets banished. Snadra, more of a defensive than offensive character. Able to banish though, and with no one back to defend, certainly capable of scoring this situation.
The flame is stricken.
And with an all left side Snadra does mean she has 50% leech. So more offensively potent than usual.
Splash.
And the quickest of throws there, coming from Core. Milda knocked back, Snadra banished, and Orlek plunges.
Best not give in to pride.
Gilman.
Yet, accusers.
Looking for the throw, it does make it in. For a second there it looked like it might have been a sliver short, but it makes it in for 8. So Core just trying to whittle away at SSE's Pyre here. Gets another throw off, this time 13 damage. But he is benefiting, of course, from making these throws and therefore not losing anyone by plunging. Orlek trying to finish things up here.
Glory to the scribe.
It does just that. Gets rid of enough defenders to set up the plunge here. And that does drop Core to just 9 Pyre life. So that means one score could do it here for SSE. Throw is a little bit short, coming from Gilman. Ametha. Sandra does have shoulder smash. That is, of course, left side skill, but it doesn't matter here. SSE and Ametha are just too quick.
Good game.
Okay.
Their fire burns, whilst that of their adversaries is but ash. Thus end this night's proceedings.
All right, well played.
Until the next rite.
Just Orlek again, isn't it?
He is strong.
It's entirely on him.
All right, so chat, let us know if there's anything else you'd like to see for this one. Okay, we have a talisman request. It's Curve Fang. That's the extra damage from plunging. Then we have exiles. On a sap. Oh. Okay then. A Curve Fang sap. Of course. Of course.
That's a pretty useless curve thing.
Nora says, and you call me cruel. This message, this request brought to you by Amanda. Alright, well, I suppose we'll give that a shot here. I don't know if we'll actually see either player try to score with that extra plunging damage sap, or if they'll just pretend that that sap does not exist, at least when it comes to offense. Let's give it a shot.
The accusers.
Alright, it's on the book. Small arena. Perhaps a little bit easier. Make it over to the Pyre with a sap. I mean, we've talked about trying to score here with saps when using the nutrition stick, but of course, no nutrition stick here if they're using Perfang instead. So not quite the same calculus. Actually, leads it would be trigonometry. All right, fair enough. So both players leading off with that Curvefang sap. It's interesting, because of course, oftentimes we see people choosing to put their most aggressive offensive characters first. So perhaps an indication that they are trying to use their saps, at least to some extent, for offensive purposes. However, then again, another useful thing to do when the sap is in the first spot is just immediately placing a sapling on top of the orb so that your opponent cannot get it very easily. It may just be a way to set that up, although we see SSE going with a second sap here. I feel the need to at least remind people that if you are going with 6 saps, then that does mean that each player will need to use the Curse Talisman that prevents you from placing a sapling, otherwise the game will crash.
Is that just when you're using 3?
That's if both of you are using... Basically, as soon as you exceed 4 total saps, one of them at least, anything beyond 4 needs to have a Black Claw. Eastlock was summoned for this right, indeed. Okay, so at least on Core's side, looks like it would be at most 2 saps. At most. What with him appearing to take Pambitha here. So is SSC planning to go with that last sap here? Or he's eyeing it. Looks like he may be. Okay, he's going with the nutrition stick. He is doing it. So that would mean we have 4 saps out here. So that means that if Core was planning on taking another sap in that last spot, Core would need that sap to have the black claw.
It's okay, I don't plan to.
Core says, thanks, but no thanks. Instead, appears to be opting for a harp here, second harp. Yeah, and mind you, this is SSC voluntarily opting to go triple saps. You don't see that happen very often.
Exile.
Here it goes.
Commence.
And yes, we do see both players immediately trying to place a sapling with that initial sap. Almas.
Left unscathed.
He gets taken out. Ametha. Now, of course, the saps do not really compare to the harps when it comes to the maneuverability. I suppose SSC does have one of those saps with the nutrition stick.
Banished.
So there is that.
The pyre
But for the
has
most part,
escaped.
whenever Pamitha has that orb, he should be able to outrun or outmaneuver the defenders. Saxiana
Tis taken.
nabs the orb while avoiding the saplings, but not for long. That's Wolfred. Core. Gets cornered, though. Saxiana down.
For the pyre hearts.
And Core did take Numbing Gust, which means if everyone is banished, then SSC unable to sprint, jump, or throw the orb, which may have been relevant there.
Into the adversary's flame.
Saxiana can't quite make it in there. Here's Wolfred. SSC thinking about charging up the throw. Don't think he has the range to make it in from there. Would likely need to get a little bit closer first. Saxiana blocked. Gets rid of it. Goes down. No, actually still has it here. And makes it in for 20. And Core just barely able to nab that orb before it gets consumed by those saplings. Look at that triple banishment with Saxiana. Numbing Gust active here, but still plenty of time to make it in for this plunge. Saxiana back at it here. Now she goes down.
Sorry, Manly. No.
Saxiana cornered here. Oh, but look at that. Nearly maneuvers around, picks up the orb, makes it in, gets rid of one defender. Can't make it past the other. Now it's Pamitha's turn. Back to Saxiana. Back to Pamitha. Wolfred. He can't get through. SSC trying to get rid of Pamitha and does.
Banished.
Of course, the issue for SSC is trying to find a source of damage. Far easier said than done with a team of 100% saps. Pamitha down. SSC moving in a bit with Palmas here. Oh, but gets stuck in the corner and goes down here. And that's everyone down. So gets some reinforcements here. Look at that, Pamitha.
Solution.
eludes Volfred here for the 20 damage plunge.
Once more like that, and we are finished here.
Almost down as well. That orb within the safety of Core's sapling. Or maybe trying to wait it out until he can get one of his harps back to scoop up that orb. One of the preferred offensive characters. That's not really Volfred's role on this team. That's what Toxiana's here for, but she goes down. Almost stuck in the corner here. But the orb falling into the safety of the saplings for SSC. Means SSC trying to set up a sapling close to Core's Pyre, so they can have a safe place from which to throw the orb. It does so here for 16 damage. Creates a wall of saplings in the middle. And now it's Core who's charging up that throw. Oh, and the throws are at times unblockable, depending on the range. But the throw makes it in. And that means that we have now triggered the rekindling for SSC. It must have been 10 for each of the saps, so it's 30 total. Volfred, send up the sapling. Trying to get through, has the range, and does make it in for the full 25 damage. So that is the name of the game for SSC. Get a well-placed sapling, so you have a safe place from which to throw the orb and have enough time to make that throw happen. No simple feat, though.
The orb is up.
Ametha gets rid of one of the saps. Actually, two of them. Gets rid of the orb. Makes it in here for a 20 damage plunge. Of course, SSC already on the second life bar. That means one more score would do the trick for Core. Shouldn't matter who it comes from as long as it is a full damage score. Toxiana gets rid of one sap and makes it in for the win. GG.
Okay, good game.
The rite conducted with
I
applause.
think if I wanted to make that work, I would have had to have picked Tailwind
The
Crest on
rite
something.
is ended.
Just so I could get some banishments off. They're way too slow to do it otherwise.
Hmm.
Until the stars align.
I mean, a small arena like that probably did help you out a bit, just getting more
Yeah.
ground covered with all the saplings, and so you did get some banishments.
I mean, I scored.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's a
you
victory,
were able to
so-
score.
Did you know you could score from there before this? Before I did
Uh,
it?
I don't think I realized how long the Sap's throw actually is, just because
Right.
I never attempt to score with them usually.
Yeah, because I didn't know. I just tried it. I was like, wait, don't they throw a lot? And then I was like, okay.
They have the longest throw range. By default, they're slow.
Hmm.
So usually,
Oh,
by the time
yeah.
you get it charged up, they go down.
So maybe Anor will show us a quick throwing zap.
Maybe.
in the future.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Well, anyways, chat, if there's anything you want to see for this next rite, let us know. That was a plunging damage sap. Did we see anyone plunge with the saps, though? We had SSC with a couple of sap throws. Not sure if anyone was able to put the Kerfang to use, though. Not seeing any requests here at the moment from chat, though. That would lead me to believe that we might be looking at a rite in which you're just taking whatever you want to take. Going once, going twice. Sold. I hear the water.
The accusers
Okay, it's false Solium, not the boat.
the Pyre hearts. Welcome.
So yeah, free to take whatever you want here.
Who shall conduct the rites?
This is
And-
the worst map to try this on.
You know, it will be a tough one. You got room to maneuver, but that's not exactly the strength of the saps.
Volfred.
But SSE says, you know what? You're talking about quick throw and saps. I'll make it happen. Core mulling over the options here with Gilman.
Sir Gilman.
Nor says, I respect you for your bravery.
Manly.
Hamatha here for core. Looks like she'll go prayer beads.
Tamatha.
And SSC is, well, it's already done 2 saps and appears to be thinking about a third. Considering the banishing throws, locks in. 3 saps it is. Once again, this is voluntary. No requests from chat mandating such. Core was thinking about going with the second harp there, although now, breaking out
Oh,
the Bottled Void Stowaway.
did he miss that last mastery?
Did you get
Yeah,
one mastery?
I did by accident. It's okay. It's just casting. Nobody needs that.
Stowaway's all offense anyways, right?
I'm just chilling.
If I were that one, I'd be rather angry.
Old Stowaway already using those Bottled Void tricks there. No one in range that time. But that may catch SSC off guard. We'll have to see. What with this being a new strat that, well, SSC may not have seen much of. Then again, SSE has other matters to consider here. What with him, again, going with a triple sap team. Very difficult to hold off. But he's going for it. Ametha. Manly. Or trying to set up the banishment. Can't pull it off this time.
The orb.
It is Core with Gilman now. He goes down. Took the Bright Wisp. Means that whenever Gilman does go down, he will automatically pass the orb to a teammate.
Well, now that was exciting.
Gilman gets that throw off there for 11. course, with that talisman means he does not have prayer beads, so that's the difference between being in for this series and being permanently banished, so well played in that sense. Tamitha, she plunges for 20. She's the one with prayer beads, so she is coming back here. So, Core still at full strength now. So Gilman down. Stowaway goes down from the jump, so she comes back. Oh, there we go. Just ignore that. Game, I think, just like tabbing out for a split second there. Hence the freeze. Stowaway back at it.
Banishment.
And this is Gilman, this time plunging for 15. No throw. So that means he will be out for this series.
Good.
Oh, looked like it was going to be an opportunity for Manly, but there is the bottom boy banishment. Stowaway. Trying to set up that jump. Who technically did not trigger false step there. Tamitha blocked on the Pyre's doorstep. But she still has it here. Blocked again, this time falls into the sapling, so she's down. Stowaway's back though. Remember, no Gilman here for Core, so at best, it's just 2 characters. Stowaway down. But Tamitha back now. Remember, yes, one of SSC's saps can banish with the throws, and it is Palmas. You saw him taking sights at Tamitha there. Tamitha, rather. Everyone down at the moment, so opportunity here. This throw from close range is unblockable. Oh, but look at that! The bottom boy threw off the throw! Was going to be on target, but then suddenly was not. This time, SSC does make it in for the full 25 damage throw. Gilman can't make it in, but the Bright Wisp triggers here, passing the orb to the Stowaway. He goes down, but gives it up to Tamitha.
Just taken.
Tamitha's still with it here. Takes it all the way in. Gilman to the Stowaway, back to Gilman, back to the Stowaway. Now to Tamitha. Stowaway, a wall of saps and saplings, but of course with false step, it's not so much of a daunting task. Manly on the move, he goes down. Back to Tamitha, she goes down, as does Gilman. So only the Stowaway here for Core. She takes care of business, and now Tamitha back. Stowaway. Technically not triggering false step there either. Manly retreats, replaces the sapling. Trying to get that orb within the aura of the sapling, but not quite there. Gilman blocked and banished. Manly, fairly close to the Pyre here, has the range on the throw, but from that range, it is interceptable. It's only from close range that it's unblockable.
Alas for Tay.
Gilman assumed past the Pyre before he got the throw off, so that's off target. Manly, once again, SSE's most advanced sap here. And this might be within throwing range. Again, that is the setup you want with those saps, is to get the sapling close by so you have that safety zone from which to throw it. But again, from that range, it is blockable, so not quite ideal in that sense. Oh, look at that. That's the quick throw from Volfred. And there you see, yes, that is a big difference maker. So SSE not done here yet. Has it with Volfred, most recent score, but he goes down. That will trigger false step, and that does suck in Manly, although not enough to actually banish him. There's Tamitha. She's blocked. She still has it. And makes it in for 20 here. Yeoman down. Manly. Scoops up the orb. Definitely outside of throwing range here. That's one of the downsides of the Fall of Solium. At least for SSC is a lot of ground to cover. But opportunity here. Yeoman coming back. But that is close enough that it's unblockable, and that's the quick throwing sap, so that is the ideal person for that situation for SSC. And one score here could reduce SSC's Pyre life to 0, but remember, he does have 3 saps, does have some rekindling. As we're seeing here, it's 30. Which means these two very closely matched right now. Technically, SSC in the lead. Manly versus the Stowaway. Stowaway down, but False Step does trigger, and that will take out Manly. Bottled Void has been a big factor for Core. Tamitha gets rid of it, trying to set up the banishment, does get rid of one of the defenders. Does make it in for 20 damage plunge here. And of course, because SSC is now onto the second life bar, does mean that one score could be all Core needs here. Same can be said for SSE, in fact, although it would need to be a perfect 25 damage, and that is not always the easiest thing to do with the saps, of course. We've seen Volfred in particular, with the quick throwing talisman, be the one to do it. He has to retreat here, and Tamitha picks it back up, and she gets rid of Volfred. Here she is, with the winning plunge.
Okay, good game.
GG.
Their adversaries came ever so close.
Amanda's like, wait, I look away for 1 second and there are 3 saps again? GG. SSC, the true Mad Lad. Voluntarily, 2 times in a row,
The stars align.
goes with triple saps and nearly pulls it off.